Good morning to you guys. It's November 11, 2022. I'm going to start making videos. I decided that I've been in this program 25 years. I've tried being quiet. I've tried talking. It doesn't really matter. You still get the same program. So I decided that after 25 years, they don't want to leave me alone. I'm going to start harassing them back. I'm going to harass them the same way they're harassing me. I'm going to give away all their secrets and say what's going on. I'm going to talk about everything I know about the program, including I'm 85% sure I know who's doing this at the top anyways, not the street people and who they hire and all that other stuff, but I'm pretty sure 85% of the time, due to my background. I'm a skip tracer by trade. Look that up if you don't know what that means. I have a lot of years of doing that. So it's easy for me to follow the trail because I've been trained to do it. So I have done that too. So I have a good idea of who's doing this. And for me, in my particular program, I know that there are like different groups that do this, but there is one big one that where all the ideals came from, who does this in particular. There's one big group. It's an organization. And for me, they're out of Texas. The main branch for me, well, that's not the main branch, but the branch that's doing it to me is out of Texas. That's who it is that's doing this to me. And of course, they have a branch in every state. They have an organization in every state, every single state. And they have had since the 50s. They've worked on this. And it yes and no, it's who you think it is, but you'll be surprised if I ever finally tell who it is. You guys will be shocked. And it's an organization that nobody's talking about. They're talking about all the other people and pointing fingers, but they're not talking about this organization. That's so funny. They've got everybody talking about everybody else, but who's really doing it? They're hiding right in plain sight. And they're known for doing this. That's what just floors me, is that how come nobody's talking about them? Anyways, I'm going to bypass that for now. Later, if they keep harassing me and keep on, and I'm going to start giving away all their secrets, and oh boy, do I know a lot. Since I've been in the program so long, I have experienced a lot, tracked a lot, paid attention a lot. After like that many years in experiencing something, you're going to learn stuff. You're going to learn. Just like they learn about you, you're going to learn about them. It's life. You're going to learn about them. It's science. So you're going to, if somebody's doing something, if you're a prisoner of war, it's the same way that they know about you because they're in control and power. You know about them too. You start watching them, especially you're more so because your life's in danger. You're gonna watch them more. You know their every move, and I know too. And I'm gonna tell you too something about this program. This program is run in levels. There's levels, and then there's cycles. They're two different things. They're run in levels and cycles. So the cycles are, they do the same things. So for like over the year, they do the same thing. So for a while they'll damage all your plumbing, cause water leaks, mess with your sink, your plumbing under your sink, And then and the cycles are pretty far apart. I mean, they're not run like there's so many months. I don't know what the months. I haven't paid attention to like the time in between the cycle till the next thing. The next thing will be they'll damage. If it's in your program, they'll damage your clothes. That's usually continual, but it's still a cycle. They'll damage your clothes and your furniture, and they'll put scrapes and stuff and do all that. That's sometimes done continually, but it's more heavily done when it's in the cycle period. And then after that, then it's not always in this order either. And then it's just a cycle that they do run on you. And then they'll after that, then they'll mess with your not your clothes, but your vehicles. That will be running a cycle. They'll change the clock time. They'll change the radio. They'll let you know that they'll put scrapes on your car inside. They'll damage your tent on your windows. You know the normal stuff that they do, the damage that they do to your vehicles. And then so they'll do that. And then after that, then it will be your appliances. They will mess with your TV. They can program your TV. These TVs are on RF waves too, right? You really understand that they can program your TV. There's a chip in there, right? You understand that they can come in, plug something into the back of your TV and program it, right? Just like they can your phone. They'll come in and at night and grab your phone. They can mess with your phone. They can put you out. You won't even know it. A lot of TIs don't even know that they're coming in at night. They can't fathom that. They can't get through that. But I guarantee you, if you're a TI, they're coming in your house at night. If you're a new TI, then they probably are not. But if you've been a TI for a while, for years, they're coming in your house at night. They're just putting you out and you don't know it. But they are. I can guarantee you. They're coming in at night. And they also put you out and do I'll talk about that in another video. Let's see. Then there's the water, the damage. Oh yeah, and then there's a cycle if you own a house that they damage your property on the outside. That's part of the cycle. That's in the cycle. So they'll damage your plants on the outside and then the inside, but outside they'll damage everything they can. I used to have a neighbor that had a saltwater pool, and he would flood his saltwater pool into my yard because once salt water gets on your ground, you can't grow anything, right? When you have alkali in your soil. So yeah, all my plants died when he did that. He did it 2 or 3 times. I'd go outside and there'd be an inch of water in my backyard, and it'd be salt water. So you can't grow anything once they do that. They do things like that: kill your trees, cut your plants, damage any outside buildings you have, steal your patio sets. They stole mine and stacked it right outside the gate at the next door neighbor's house. Yeah, because they wanted me to go over there on their property and take my stuff back, like they were baiting me. So as soon as I would have did that, they had cameras, of course, so then they would have called the cops saying those were their chairs and I stole them. You see what they did? They stole my stuff, my patio set, stacked all the chairs and all the stuff right outside the neighbor's gate, right next door to me where I could see it. The houses were real close, so I could see it. As soon as I walked out of my house, I could see my patio stuff on right outside the neighbor's gate. Why did they put it outside the neighbor's gate? Not in the backyard. It sat outside for days because they wanted me to go over on the property, steal my stuff back. And if I would have called the cops, I would have looked like the thief. You see what they did there? But I was smarter than that, and I didn't do it. So They will set you up like that. That's how you get the misdemeanors on your record, and how you get, and how, because they want you to get like a misdemeanor or a felony on your record. They set you up with stuff like that. Most TIs do have them because they do stuff like that. They set you up. There are TIs that don't, and they don't do that as much too, because those TIs might have more money and they would be able to hire a lawyer, but I didn't really have the money to fight that. So you see how that works. And even if I did, it would have been hard in the small town and county I was in, since they had everything wrapped up there. Yeah. I called, this program first started, I lived in a rural area, and so the only law enforcement there is the sheriff, and we all know about them, right? Well, I didn't know about them, and I called them, and I came and told them that somebody was breaking in my house, and that I'm missing a lot of stuff. And he not only did not take the report, he swung his baton and said that maybe I need to take my medication. I wasn't on any medication. I'm a vegetarian. I don't take medication unless I just have to, unless I'm dying. I'm like a naturalist, so I don't take anything if I don't have to. Yeah, he swung his baton. It was just me and him in the house, and he told me maybe I need to take my medication. And so then right then I knew that there was no help in that area anyways. I didn't know I was a TI then, but I knew that I wasn't getting any help. So, and then, yeah, they'll set you up like that with the lawn furniture I'm telling you about, the patio set. That's what they did to me, and they'll set you up like that. They did that to my friend. They set her up. She was a preacher's daughter. They'll set you up. You got to be careful. Now, see, any normal person would have been mad and ran right over there and got their stuff back, because that's the normal reaction. They've done that to other people, and they know what you're going to do. They know you're going to run over there and say, hey, that's my patio set. You stole it. And then how are you going to prove that? It's your word against theirs. And plus, they have the law on their side, the sheriff. So I just was smarter than that and didn't do it. But your normal reaction, normal people would run over there and grab it, right? They know what people's going to do, but I didn't do it. I didn't do it. And eventually, they sent somebody to tell me at my job when I was being harassed so bad that nobody would have stayed at that job. I was going through some severe harassment that you wouldn't even believe. See, that's another thing, too. They run TIs out of their jobs. That's what they do. They don't want you to work. They want to deplete you. It's really a takedown program. It's Zirzet Singh, and I talked about that years ago in my videos. That's one of the things. If you go back to some of my earlier videos, I was talking about Zirzet Singh, and that is a German word that means total annihilation, a takedown. And that's what they're trying to do. They totally annihilate you. They don't want you to... They want to kill you, basically. They don't want you to be alive. They want to, but they can't come out and just take a knife and stab you, because then there'll be an investigation, or your family or people are going to talk and say, no, we need to get whoever did this. So they do it it's death by 1,000 cuts. And I said that too in a video way back years ago. If you look at some of my videos, it's death by 1,000 cuts. So that's how they do it, and they'll do everything they can. But one of the things that they do is they take everything from you. I can't even keep a toaster. These people stole my toaster in my house. They come in, steal my cups, my toaster, my silverware. They steal everything. And that's all due to, they set me up. What they do is they set you up and make you think that you're a bad person. So something happened to me physically by a medical professional, and it was all just a setup to throw me in this program. They just pick and choose who they want to throw in this program. That's what it is. It's just a pick and choose. And I happen to be, I'm not highly educated, but I do have some education, and I have a lot of... I'm very intelligent. I had a high IQ. I've been tested. I probably don't anymore from the weapons that's been used on me or whatever they're using on me, but I used to. And I was tested and had a high IQ. I was very smart, so they threw me in the program. And they'll make up any excuse. They'll set you up, like I said, about the patio furniture. They have other ways to do that, but that's how they do it. And then pretty soon you have a misdemeanor on your record. Most TIs do, except for a few. There are a few that don't. And that might be because they have the funds to battle it. Like if they tried to do that to them, they have the money to obtain a lawyer, which I didn't. But that is one of the things they do. Sorry about the video shaking. I'm not really good at making videos. I need to research more. I don't know a lot of how to do it. Like, I don't know how to put like the words on the screens like some people do. Like they can put words on the screen or do little arrows. I don't know how to do that. I'm an older lady, and that's no excuse, but I have to figure it out. I can learn. Maybe one of the TIs can help me out with that, how to do that, or give me a pointer somewhere to go where I can learn how to do that. I don't know. The other thing is that this is going to be a longer video than normal, and I'm sorry about that. I'm going to try to keep it too long. But yeah, those are some of the cycles. There's more, but that gives you an idea. And then there's the levels. You start out in the program, they're like criminals, because they are criminals. They see what they can get away with. So at first, they're going to steal your phone. Like at first, they started out with me in my house. When I would leave my house, they would break in and take clothing. Like I kept, like my summer and winter clothes, like I kept them stored, like in the season it was in, the off season, like if it was summer, I would keep my winter clothes stored in tubs. So they would come in and turn everything inside out, so the next person would know what they've been through, and they would take what they wanted, and my daughter would be missing clothes, missing jewelry, missing. They would come in and take my phone. I had a boyfriend at the time that I lived with, and he would be missing his wallet, and I would be missing crap, clothes. He would miss his wallet. He would miss his wallet 3 times. He couldn't find his wallet, and he never found it. We had to get a new one and get new driver's license, get new everything 3 times. And part of the reason they do that is they're doing a background investigation on him and me. And so, they study you and do the background investigation. They check your credit. They check your driver's license. They check everything about you. They get every piece of personal information about you so they know how best to attack you. And also, too, that puts doubt, if you think about it. He's thinking I'm probably taking his wallet and not telling him because it's just us in the household. And then I'm thinking he's taking my stuff for some reason and not telling me. So then there builds that resentment towards each other because it's just you two in the household. You don't think somebody else is coming and doing it. That's not your normal thought pattern. So it keeps you guys mad at each other because you think they're doing it. And it builds resentment. You see, that's how they run your relationships, too. At the same time, they're always killing 2 birds with 1 stone in this program. There's always double-edged sword, always. And all their motives, too. A lot of people think this is a game. This is not a game. And, yeah, they do things that... And let me just point this out, too. They do things that seem childish, because they want you to think that they're doing, like if you see something that's done childish or something's done childish to you, your normal thought or reasoning pattern in your mind is that, well, that's so stupid. They're so stupid. They're not stupid. They want you to like relax and think that they're not that bad if they're doing childish things. That puts you on the you're not on the offense if you think the people that you're fighting against are stupid. They're not stupid. That's just a tactic they use to make you relax and not fight them back. They're not stupid. This doing childish stuff is on purpose. On purpose. I've seen so many TIs, and I've even said it. When I first didn't know what was going on in the videos, I said that these people are like high schoolers. They're treating me like I'm in high school. No, and then later I realized, like I said, I have 25 years of this program. Later I realized that that's a tactic they use, because if you think about it, if you think somebody's childish doing something, you're not going to pay them much attention. You're just going to relax and think that they're stupid, and you're not going to think that they're trying to kill you when they are. And it's just a tactic. It's kind of like the spider and the, yeah. I read a story. I think you could look it up online, and maybe this will explain it. There's a cave somewhere. I don't know if it's in Peru or where it's at. There's a cave somewhere, and it's a story. It's about these group of spiders, and they're like kind of almost as big as tarantulas, and they live in this cave in the dark, and they never leave the cave. They live in, I don't know if they leave it or not, but I don't think they do. And if they do, they don't go very far. And they never have to hunt food, because they allow this these certain rats to live in the cave, and nobody could understand for the longest time that we're studying them why they let the rats live in the cave, because they were venomous spiders and bigger than the rats, and they couldn't figure out why. Well, they let the rats live in the cave, and the rats feel safe around them, because anytime that anything tries to attack them, they run over and kill whatever runs in the cave and try to attack the rats. But what they don't realize is the reason why the rats are not being attacked is because they're being killed for a source of food. They're being saved on one side because they're the spider source of food. They don't have to go out of the cave too far, because they allow the rats to live there, but yet they're the source of food. So that's the same kind of principle as these people, these criminals. I call them terrorists. These terrorists are doing to us. They want you to think that, oh, they're not that bad. They're just doing childish things. But they're not. Don't kid yourself. Everything that these people do, there's a double-edged sword to it. There's a double reason. They're doing it for a reason. Everything they do to you, every single thing. Every single thing they do. There's a reason behind it. This is a well-oiled machine. They know. They've done this for decades, and they know what your reaction's going to be. And also, too, I'm going to say that, that you, like, when you see these people and they're, like, if you pass by somebody on the street and they're doing street theater to you, because that is one of the things they do, they'll purposely put actors in your place, and yes, they are actors, and they will, like, start yelling at one another in your car apartment complex. They'll have this big fight. When that first started happening, I didn't know the program. I didn't realize what was going on. I would pay attention to them and think, oh my God. Now when that happens, I just walk right by and don't pay any attention and go about my business. If somebody starts yelling around me, I don't give them two thoughts, and I just keep walking. I just tell myself, oh, I live in the city, and we all know that ain't what it is, but that's what I just keep walking. I don't pay attention to them. When they send somebody, when they send somebody to knock on my door, this was the hardest for me, but when they send somebody, because I'm from a small town and they know this, I don't pay them attention. I don't answer my door. Unless I know them, I'm in the city. I don't answer my door unless I know who it is, or I won't answer my door anymore. They sent somebody to knock on my door yesterday. I didn't answer the door. They'll do that too. They'll send people to your apartment for stupid shit. Just to harass you. Also too, like, if I'm walking along and the perps are parking by me and all that, I don't pay them any attention anymore. I've learned that that's the way you handle that. Yep. I know that sounds crazy, but that's what you have to do. These people are crazy. You got to fight crazy with crazy. That's the key to this program. Fight crazy with crazy. My mama said, fight fire with fire. That's what you got to do. And I'm telling you, you can believe me or not. A lot of TIs will not listen. They won't listen to when you tell them that. They will not listen to you because it's human nature. I get it. I was the same way. It is human nature to want to fight back, but you can't in this program. You want to know how you survive in this program? And you're not going to like this. You're not going to like this. You're not going to like this at all. You are not going to like this. I'm an empath, so you can figure out how hard this was. The best way to survive in this program is unemotional. No emotions. None. Don't give no emotions. And I'm giving the key away, telling you this. No emotions. You know what? It isn't something that you can do naturally. You have to work on that. It took me years. No emotions. Don't show no emotions. And yes, I know that changes you, and I know, but it's survival. And that's how you survive. No emotions. Do not show any emotion. And yes, it's a struggle. Yes, it's hard. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. It takes time. You're not going to do it overnight. It took me years. But that's how I finally did it. No emotions. When I go walking and somebody's following me, I just get my camera out and start recording. And when these people start these yelling and screaming and doing these street theaters, I just walk right past and laugh at them. They're stupid. They're spending all that time doing that. That's stupid. I just go about my business. I don't even look at them. That's how you battle this. I just gave you the key. You can believe me or you're not. I'm watching another TI right now. I think she's disabled or whatever, but I've tried telling her, she's not listening. They've triggered her so bad that she can't even complete a sentence on the videos without, she's like, every few seconds, she can't even do a video without stopping the video and can't even talk or complete a sentence. She cannot even complete a sentence. It got her triggered so bad. And she won't listen. You got to listen to people, other TIs that's been in the program a long time. You got to listen to those people because you learn. It's like being in prison and you learn things. And I've learned, and I'm telling you, you cannot. I mean, there's some things that you have to deal with that they put right in your face that you're going to have to deal with. But do not react. And that's been the hardest for me. And sometimes I still do. I mean, about once or twice a year, they get a reaction out of me. But I try never to do it. And just walk by and just act like you don't see it. Unemotional. All right, peace and love. I gotta some things to get done today. I hope you all have a good day, and I'm gonna be making more videos. So stand by. Bye.